All right, so we're out here today. Yesterday it was still cold. So today I think temperature was like 12. No, it was 15 out here. That's when I just last checked it. Four-wheeler, I'm not gonna say pop right off, but it kicked off relatively quick in comparison to where we're at. Obviously got the generator going there. We're gonna be running the old Mac today since that's what we got. And especially some of the stuff I pulled up's probably got some dirt on it. My plan was to get more here, but because the Echo is down right now for repairs, we're just gonna use the old Mac and give her a go with that, see how we do. Really nice out here in comparison to what it has been. And on the radio, they've been talking 20 degrees, 32 tomorrow, 40 degrees, I think they said Wednesday with rain. I can't imagine that being good for anyone if it rains. Not to mention what's some crazy weather pattern to be the last 2 or even 3 weeks. Most of those days were below zero. I think highs were like single digits, and now we're talking 40 degrees. Like right now today, it seems like t-shirt weather, and just the fact that like the four-wheeler, the way that thing started, pop right off, like it's a lot warmer, like it affects everything. So I'm gonna get the camera set up here. We'll do a cold start on the Mac, we'll let it warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna give her a go at some of these logs here. Okay, so that Mac, it actually is not really a cold start. I mean, it's been riding in the car the whole way out here, so it's relatively warm. The fuel I dumped into it I brought from home, so that's warm. But say we're gonna start it up. Hasn't been running in a while. See if hopefully it works. I didn't check it ahead of time. We'll give it a go here. Looks like a good sign. We're gonna let that get warmed up, and then we're gonna give her a go here. Alright, so I set it up a little different here. I'll probably hit it on the top and then roll it so I can get to the other side, finish the cuts, but watch the sawdust that comes out. This thing definitely is doing some good job cutting. I don't know if the saw is set up at all with the tuning. Pretty sure it's not. It seems like there could be more RPM there. But I'm not messing with that, not today. said, that saw is definitely, the tuning on it's not right. I don't know enough about it. That, and I don't know if I'm willing to do it. I think if that saw had a 24-inch bar on it though, it would definitely even out the weight on it. Because right now it's really compact. It feels really, really heavy. Alright, so I'm going to take a break here. It's 12:40, so it's time for lunch. And I got to be close to a tank of gas in that saw. I mean, for the amount that I cut, it's still not, still not where it should be, but I turned up the high a little bit, I messed with the low, and I turned up the idle just like a 16th of a turn, maybe a 32nd of a turn. It wasn't much. And I don't know, it seems like there's a little bit more RPM on the top end, but definitely a hesitation through the bottom. So I got all this kind of cleaned out, put that in this pile here. The pile is really in the wrong place. I don't know where the right place is, but I'll have to figure out a spot for that. My plan is to get this all cut up. I can tell you that ain't gonna happen today. There's absolutely no way. I'm losing ambition with this. Maybe I'll gain some after lunch, but I got some more pieces there too. I'll probably get this one here. This one is nice and dry. That is perfect. You split that thing would just pop apart into about 1,000,000 pieces. Get that out of there. This big ugly one here, I don't think I'm going to do anything with. The tractor has been plugged in for over an hour now, so after lunch I might try to start that thing up. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, definitely nicer out here today though. Almost, I'm not going to say too warm. My feet are cool, but almost sweatshirt weather, I'd say. Alright, so we're going to cut some more. You can hear I got the saw definitely idled up a little more. And we're going through some oak here again. Chain too. I've been cutting a lot of dirt with it. Obviously the sawdust coming off and the chunks are pretty small. It's not like powder coming off, but it just doesn't dig quite as fast as what it has been. Alright, we're gonna give her a go. Listen to that. It's nice. All right, so ballast. I was going to get some wheel weights, and that was before the whole little incident with the Echo chainsaw. But I usually scanned Craigslist and I came upon 3 John Deere weights, and it's going to be the 3 that don't look as nice here. Right there. And they're a little different. They say John Deere on them, so they must be older. But anyway, they're on Craigslist, and the guy, or in this case it was a woman, was advertising them $70 a piece, and those are like the 40 or 42 pounds, whatever they are. 70 a piece, or 200 for all 3. So first thing I did was call the dealership, and they were looking at $60 a piece for weights, even though I wasn't really in the market for weights. So I thought maybe if I could get those a little less than what the dealer pays, it wouldn't be a bad price, because it seems like John Deere weights never lose their value. I always thought of it as like $1 a pound, but obviously they go for much more. Long story short, I got 3 of those weights for $150, so $50 a weight. That was probably enough, but I also did some searching, and it seems that the International Harvester suitcase weights from back like in the 70s, those are worth their weight in gold. There was a guy that had a set of 10 or 12, and I think he wanted $2,500. Yeah, it was $2,500. It was a lot of money for weights. So yeah. Well, anyway, we got the generator shut off there, the Honda, and we're gonna give this thing a go. It's been on about 2 hours here, so let's get it fired up here. All right, I promise this is gonna be the last cold start I do on this thing. And like I said today, I was gonna check something. It's definitely warmer than what it has been. And actually, I was gonna check the current temperature. But today was the first warm-up, so like the last couple weekends that I've been out here, and they said on the radio it was the last 15 days we've been in single-digit temperatures. So again, that whole block of ice thing, we'll see if we can get the current temperature out here on my phone. Ooh, 27 degrees. No wonder it feels so warm out here. That is fabulous. Alright, so let's get my phone, turn my data back off because I'm cheap. And almost. Alright, 39 MB of mobile data. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, this is going to be the last cold start. I think you kind of get the idea. So I'm going to cycle the glow plugs twice, and then we're going to let it rip. We're going to just send it, I guess. Starting way easier, so I'm actually going to do a pretty good inspection on it, because I haven't looked at this thing in a while. It's been so cold that basically just get it going and start using it. Alright, so this is why this setup just doesn't work for pulling logs, because you can see there, you put the drawbar down, it's going to, the 4th weight on each side here, it's going to end up hitting your 3-point arm and popping off. The other thing you gotta watch is your top link there, 3rd link, with that handle on the top there. If that spins, or if you get that the wrong way, you're gonna end up breaking that handle right off. So it's okay, like if you're gonna do loader work and that type of thing, where you know you're not going up and down with the 3-point, that's good. And that's kind of what I'm gonna do with this right now. I'm gonna take it back by that oak, that stupid oak that tried to ruin my nice saw, and I'm going to see if I can move it and maybe get the thing out. We'll see what I can do. Hopefully not break anything else. Alright, so here we go again. We're going to just cut this into blocks. I can't get that thing to move with the tractor, and I don't know. This time the oak wins, I guess. Yeah, not too bad for a small saw. 20-inch bar, CS 500P. Alright, we're gonna make one more cut here. Oh man, I like my other saw better. Cuts a little bit quicker. Alright, so the curl function of the bucket wouldn't curl it, but I did get it to lift. So I got it lifted up high enough where there was more weight towards the back, and then it would curl in. So there's definitely a lot of weight on the front there. I'm glad I put those weights on the back today. That's just like a totally random thing that I ended up picking up, those suitcase weights. Those are some pretty heavy pieces. I don't even think cutting these three off that's going to touch pulling it out. What I thought about is putting the chain on the back and try pulling it now that I got all this weight in the front, that the front tires might pull a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to cut up as much as I can and then try pulling it out. So, man, it's just a big piece of wood there. Alright, so I think I can get it now. I'm going to pull it. Hopefully it stays up at the angle it is. And I can get it on top and rehook it a little bit closer, and then we're going to pull that bad boy out of here. Alright, so if I've been shouting, it's because I got this classic rock station just blaring classic rock today, and it's just like when I was making those cuts, AC/DC was going. Now I got something from Pearl Jam, which really technically isn't classic rock, but yeah, let's do a ride along. Working hard. All right, so there you go. Got it out. All right. So yeah, I like loading up the bucket with weight. That's a good idea. That really makes a difference when you're steering. Boy, those wheel weights are like 600 bucks, but man, I just want to get them. It'd be totally worth it. Obviously, the 3-point would have never lifted this anyway, so it was good that it had angle on it. Yeah, this one's pretty long. I should measure this just to see what we pulled out here. This thing's a pretty good beast. That's got to be 16, huh, at this end? Like I said, well, when I first started cutting it, that's a 20-inch bar, and it was about 4 inches long, longer than that bar. So it was 24 at the base for sure. And you can see those 3 pieces sitting by the pile. Those things are pretty decent. So I'm not going to cut this up today or anything. Like I said, I like to have that other Echo saw going because that thing just rips. So we're getting close. We'll see. This tree right here looks like it could be dead too. Jeez. Alright, I'm going to get some stuff squared away here. Alright, so I'm just finishing up here. It's about 4 o'clock now. That's the longest I've been out here in a long time. So I got all the bigger pieces pushed off here, and I moved this log. Back tire spun a little bit getting that log pushed into place, but I got it. Yesterday I test drove a Dodge Express, or a Ram Express, 4-door, 4-wheel drive Hemi. And it had like the appearance package, so it had like the bigger 20-inch chrome wheels and the painted bumpers. Let me know what you think of those, or if those are decent. It's a 2017, so it's new, but it's a leftover. And right now their sale price is like $29,000. And if I could get more off of that price, that'd be great. But the guy already said they're like, I don't know. I thought the sticker price was $42 for that truck. So if they're down to $29, I don't know how much more they'll move. Things I didn't like about it, or I kind of questioned, was there's no shifter knob to select the gears. It's like a knob or dial you turn on the dash, which is odd. It doesn't have a key, but it does. It's like a USB that you stick into the dash and turn. And then I thought he showed me inside there was a key. To me, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, then just use a key if it's a key inside a key fob. And then the last part, which I had no idea about, was he pointed out that the rear axle, the suspension in the rear is not leaf, it's actually coil with like a torsion bar setup. So let me know what you know about those. In a way of interior, it seemed a lot like my Nissan. The plastic seemed cheap, but everything seemed like very like rugged, and it was very basic. The Express is a very basic pickup. It's not like the Bighorn or Longhorn or whatever that edition is, but I'm looking for a cheaper bare bones type pickup, and even pricing out the F-150s with the XL, we're looking at $39,000. So I mean, the Dodge is $10,000 below that, and the 5.7 Hemi, I can tell you, taking it out on the interstate, that thing's got a lot of power. Very quick for a pickup, and I think the gearing in there was like 321 to 1, so it wasn't the three. You can get it with three, I think, for 355s and 392s. There might be even more than that, but that's just what they had, and like they said, that was a leftover. So, and it's not a white pickup, I should say. I could get a 150 XL, still a lot of money, but it's going to be white because nobody stocks a XL in an actual color. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm wrapping up here. I'm gonna head it on out and hopefully have a great weekend next weekend, hopefully for warm weather like this, because I'll definitely be back out here hitting it again. So all right, that's it for now.